Hey everybody, today on our trip we're gonna see something which is really the most special place in the entire world. If I would ask you, what do you think the most special place in the entire world is? What would you say? Do you think it's somewhere in Memphis? Do you think it's in New York? Maybe here in Israel? But where exactly? Where's the number one place? The most exciting place to see? What's the most special place to see? A place where if you could go anywhere in the world, that's where you choose to go. I, today, have brought you to that place. The most special place in the entire world. Do you know what it is? Do you have it in your head? Are you thinking about it? Well, now I'm going to show it to you. It's a city, and then in a specific city, there is the most special place. So I'm going to show it to you, but first I have to tell you a little about it. I am standing on a very tall mountain, a mountain that looks over a whole city. This mountain is called Har Habayit. In English, it's called Mount Scopus. And this mountain is in the east, and it sits high on top, so high that we're going to look at another mountain, but this mountain is so high, it's higher than that mountain. And in between this mountain that we're on, Har Habayit, and the next mountain, which I'm not going to tell you its name, is a whole neighborhood with houses and what's called a valley. A valley is a place between two mountains that's very low. So the mountains are high and the valley goes low. So there's a valley in front of us, and then there's another mountain, and this mountain is so special. When you see it, you're gonna recognize it, and you're not gonna believe that we're seeing it. Okay, so you ready? So here's the city. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this around. I can never figure this out. I don't know why, but let me turn it around this way, and then you can see, and see if you can figure out what city this is. Let me hit the screen so it gets a little darker, and you can see. Can you see what city's behind me? Let's see, can we zoom in? Nope, can't zoom in on selfie mode, but this is Yerushalayim. Okay, now we are looking at Yerushalayim from the top of Mount Scopus, from Har Habayit. Now, if you look really carefully, you'll see what I'm talking about, what mountain we're looking at, the special mountain. But now I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in, and here it is. Can you see this mountain? Do you recognize it? You might know this from pictures of the hotel, or maybe some of you have been here. But this mountain that we're looking at is Har Habayit. Now, do you see between us and Har Habayit is a valley, right? It goes down. And then Har Habayit is also high up, not as high as we are. But if you look around the city, you'll see that it is the tallest of all the buildings around the city. Okay, and now on top of Har Habayit, there used to be, see where that gold dome is? That gold dome is what's called a shrine. And it's where our cousins, the Arabs, the Muslims, go. But what used to be there, and what's going to be there one day, it was the Beit HaMikdash. It used to sit right where that gold dome was. And people used to come from out here, and they would walk all the way to the Beit HaMikdash. Now, do you see how there's walls around it? Those are the walls of Har Habayit, and they're very, very old. Older than even me, older than your grandma and grandpa and your Saba and Savta. Those walls are the walls of Har Habayit, and one of those walls on the other side, maybe one day we'll go visit that wall, is the Kotel, is what's called the Western Wall. This, what we're looking at here, is the Eastern Wall. It doesn't have its own name, but do you see how big it is? It goes all along the whole side of the mountain. And this is where, amazingly, this is where the Beit HaMikdash used to be. The first Beit HaMikdash, and then the second Beit HaMikdash. The first Beit HaMikdash was destroyed by the people of Bavel, and the second was by the Romanim, by the Romans. Okay? And you can see all around, and then all around here you see this is Har Hazeitim, and then there's another valley in between, and then it goes up to Har Habayit. On the other side, all the way out there, that's the west side of the city.